Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Please don't mind the noises in the background, we are having constructive work right now. So today I'm going to be riding Latté for the first time. I've actually been doing lots of work with him, I just haven't been posting as much since I've been really busy with the lesson program and just settling into my new farm. Now that we've kind of found our feet and I've continued training with him, I think it's ready. He's the sweetest Mustang I've ever met and I'm so excited to ride him. So let's tack him up. Okay, so now I'm just gonna lunge him. I set up a tripod in the middle so you could see him go round. He was such a good boy. He didn't have one bit of fizz building up and he only spooked once on our ride, which was because of the drone, and that was completely my fault. I got the drone a bit close and he was like, what the heck was that? But you'll see that later in our ride. But yeah, he's been a really good boy. I'm really proud of him today because it was quite busy at the farm, even though it was quite late. This was quite late at night. This is not his tack, this is my friend's tack, who also owns a Mustang, pretty much the same size as Latté. So she let us borrow it. I have been lunging him in this tack for a while now, and I am going to get him his own tack soon, and I'm also thinking of getting him a trail riding saddle, which I'm really interested in. So I'll put images up on the screen of some beautiful horses modelling it. So yeah, and when I asked him to come in, he was being so good. He got a bit close, so I asked him to back up a bit. But he's such a sweetheart. After a thorough lunge, I brought him in, and also please ignore the noise in the background. As I said, my house is getting redone in the last video, and like the living room's getting redone. So I brought him in and he went a bit too close, like the camera steamed up and everything. So that was nice of you, Latté. So after a very thorough lunging session, he seemed calm enough, so I decided to try ride him. I gave him a pat before I got on, and I got on, got off, and gave him another pat, and then I got on and decided to walk him around. I've been doing a lot of lunging with him and he knows my voice commands, so I didn't use any leg and he was so good about it. I got on, he stayed still. His ears at first were a bit back and he was a bit confused, but then he started to relax and I got off and gave him a pat, don't worry, after this training session he did get a lot of treats, and he even started smiling before I gave him a patch, which was really cute, and he was quite curious. I don't think he minded, and he was being such a good boy. He did fidget a bit. I didn't want him to go that way, so I asked him to walk on so I could turn him around properly. He's a bit of a fidget, but at least he didn't like buck and bolt and everything. I would hate to like break in a horse like that, but he was so good, and I gave him loads of treats after this. Okay, here you can see Latté is in fright of the drone because it was a bit too close for comfort, so I got off, reassured him, and I turned the drone off because I didn't want to overwhelm him. Here I got my grandma to lead for a bit because I was a bit nervous, but he was such a good boy and I gained my confidence back really easily. So yeah, I was so proud of him. But if you saw on the thumbnail, I did have a little moment. He was standing still, and it was after that little incident, and I just like shut my eyes and thought, what the hell am I doing? But yeah, he was such a good boy, so I decided to take him to the main arena and just do a tiny bit of trotting and then end the session. He was so good, didn't spook the rest of the session, and I can't wait to bring him into jumping and doing more fun things with him. Now, after about a 25 minutes top riding session, I dismounted Latté, gave him pats, treats, and took him back into the barn to get untacked. Oh my god, he was such a good boy. I am so proud of him. Now we're gonna go back into the barn and untack and then take him out to his field. Let's go. It was a very excitable day in the paddock with Latté today, since it was his new winter paddock. It was full of greenery and lots of vegetation, and I'm sure he will love it. This is the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed. It's a little longer than which I expected, but I hope you enjoyed it, and stay tuned for the tackle that's coming up very soon. I'm so happy to bring you along with Latté's journey and can't wait to post more videos about him. Bye guys!